Okay. Good morning. It's Thursday, April 18th. We're at our Policy and Personnel Committee. Our only agenda item is to review some 500 personnel first review policies of what we have. So we'll just start with 511. Again, 511 is equal opportunity employment and non-discrimination. This does tie together with, again, the district's broad non-discrimination policy of 113 as well.
All I had was first bullet point on 511, second to the last line where it says affecting, I think the spacing's off. In a lot of my notes, that's
The
it's just
spacing,
spacing and
okay.
font. Andrew?
Yeah, I didn't have any.
If you have those noted, Nicole, you can just give those to me too as well. If there's a lot of those.
Okay,
yeah,
that was
as
just
well.
the one there
So,
that I saw.
Okay. All right. Okay, then we have the rule that goes along with that. And then ultimately 511, the exhibit 2 would be the formal form that would go along with that as well.
Page 2, E, it just says insert the appropriate positions.
Oh.
I think you have to delete that now,
Yep,
or insert something.
yep, I will. Make sure it refers to the right person.
Page 5, under formal investigation and determination process, second paragraph, it says 90 days, but it doesn't say business or calendar, but if you go into the steps, it references calendar days. So I think we probably want to make that consistent.
Ooh, good catch.
We're gonna say calendar.
So, and then on like step 3, if you look at step 3, it says 14 calendar, 5
Yep.
calendar, 30 calendar, and then it says 30-day timeline, that very last 2 words. So I think you probably want
Step
to
3, right at the bottom.
clean the last line of step 3 up. Any extension of the 30 calendar day timeline, just to make it all consistent. And that's all I had on that one.
I didn't have anything on the form.
Same.
511E was good.
Okay.
I didn't have anything on 512.
512.
512 was good with me.
Okay. 521. More so chain of command where things go for our staff, and then highlights speech and expression of public concerns.
So my only question is, on all of these, it says WASB sample 1.
Yep.
Are we leaving that? Because we have, like, we're referencing the statutes and the cross-references, so what is that referencing to? That's where we got this
That's where
from?
we pulled it from.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, that's where we pulled the sample policy from.
Okay,
Yep, and one of the advantages of if you use the WASB, you also get additional legal, if it ever is challenged, if you use their things too. So one of the benefits of using their templates as well. So in the past too, Nicole, we've kind of referenced which school districts we've gotten from, or if it was a WASB policy.
okay,
But we delete those off when we finally approve it.
okay. That was, okay, thank you. 522 drove me batty. It's font and spacing. If you compare it to our other ones.
The other ones?
Sorry.
Got it? And this was a.
And I don't know if
it was
it's like
approved.
a size, a font size that's different. I don't know.
Okay. We'll make it standardized.
Someone can make it pretty for me.
The only, I'll give you mine,
Okay.
you can look through it, but, you know, we say school district here, but all the other ones that we've been approved, we just say district.
District.
So I'll just give you it,
Got it.
but they're all over the place. And, like on number 2 on the second page, it says staff members, but then below it says employees. Just, you know, one of those things, and then there's some
Okay.
spacing issues as well. Some of this.
Well, and it's the employee code of conduct, so it should probably all say employees.
Employees,
Yeah.
correct, yep. So I
Because-
will
Yeah.
switch that all out.
I'll just give you mine.
Okay. All right. 522.1, again, just highlights alcohol, not allowed to have alcohol and drugs on campus from the staff standpoint. And it's a rerun of our employee handbook as well.
The only two things I had were, right off the bat, get rid of school from board, we always just say board. And then on the second page, again, it references days, but doesn't say if that's business days or calendar days. Right at the top paragraph, it says 5 days.
Okay.
Should probably be business if
Business.
it happens on a Friday or something.
Yep.
And I know we talked about, we're going on to the next one.
No, 520, if it,
522.2?
Yeah, I know we talked about this, but like those Zins stuff, I'm assuming that's a nicotine food product with nicotine, or do we have to specifically say nicotine pouches now?
nicotine vaporizers or in food products with nicotine. I will,
I feel like we need to spell out nicotine pouches, because that's kind of the thing now.
Or does that fall under chewing tobacco, or is that separate?
Those nicotine pouches have no tobacco in them anymore.
Oh,
They're just little pouches with nicotine in them.
Oh.
So there's no quote-unquote harmful tobacco in it anymore.
you know, not familiar with.
So
those.
that,
Do
you know,
they
the
put 'em on-
Zin, no,
Oh, they-
they're basically like a chewing dip,
Oh.
like where you'd have tobacco, but now they've taken the tobacco out, and now they're
it
just.
doesn't like get in your teeth then?
One of the guys I hunt with
Got
uses
it.
them, and they're just nicotine now, that's it, flavored nicotine.
Hmm.
So, I think we probably wanna say, just to be crystal clear, nicotine pouches, even though that product has nicotine, and you could easily say it falls under this, like,
Got it.
and then I wonder if you need to change the top title of this to say tobacco and nicotine, tobacco/nicotine and related products, just to really dial it in. And I don't know, I have no idea, like, I'm assuming kids use this.
Mhm.
I mean, kids have used cigarettes and alcohol for
Vapes
years and
and-
vapes and stuff, so I would think we'd want to be very specific.
Well,
Right.
I know this, and I know this is for employees and stuff, but like, just in general.
Even when we get into the student handbook stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, good call. Yeah, so I'm
Because
gonna-
those things, I mean, you see them everywhere now.
So we're gonna highlight this to be, so avoid use of tobacco, comma, nicotine, comma, and related
Yeah.
products. Yep,
I think so.
absolutely. Especially in the day and age, and we're getting less tobacco and more nicotine products coming
Yeah.
across them.
Right.
All right. All right, workplace violence threats, 522.3.
I didn't have anything.
I don't either.
And we'll clean this one up for your fonts and things like that, Nicole?
522.4?
Yep, you got it.
Can we get rid of all the semicolons after each sentence for A through H?
You have anti-Semitic.
Well, it's,
We don't use it across the board.
On the first paragraph, on the first page, and J on the bottom, it says Board of Education. I think it just, again, board.
where are we, I'm sorry,
Jay,
First paragraph though, 2.
where it says to maintain, like the 5 spaces? Oh, on the
for
bottom.
Jay.
Gotcha.
J on the bottom says Board of Education, it should just be board. And then the first paragraph also references the Board of Education. And then on the back page of that, it's got the old number on top.
5060.
Oh.
And then in C, it says committee, but I think it's supposed to be committed, actions committed.
Yep.
And then a spacing unrelated, I think there needs to be a space there.
And then back to the top, on the first page, you see where it says to maintain all those spaces?
That's because
It's justified.
it's justified to the right and left, so we're gonna fix that. Thank you.
22.5?
Yep.
The only thing I had was, last paragraph, it says school board.
I have 22.6.
I had nothing.
Good.
Our ruling.
522.6R.
The last sentence in number 2 on the front page. If such personal internet access information is obtained by the district shall not use that access information to assess the employee's personal internet account unless permitted by law.
Access. Yep.
It just reads funny to me. Just that whole sentence,
I'll take B.
okay, and then in 4, participation in computer mediated conversation / discussion forums for instructional purposes must be approved by curriculum or district administration. Do you wanna say the curriculum director or district administrator?
Yep.
Or like, just, it just seems like that should be defined terms, capitalized, spelled out a little bit better. That's all I have.
I have no notes on that one.
22.7?
Yep.
I have nothing.
I have 22.8.
Just the top, just say the district,
Yep.
and then the bottom paragraph, second sentence from the bottom, required by,
Got it.
is a little
Underline.
underscore. Middle of that first paragraph, any such new employee health examination shall, period. It's like 5 lines down.
Do we have a 523 before we go to a 523.1?
No. I got that, yeah, thanks.
Okay. So, just a dumb question. Do we really make teachers get a health exam
Oh,
before
yes.
they come working?
State
Is that a
statute, state law, correct.
Okay.
Yep, and not just teachers, all employees.
We had to, as board members.
Mm-mm. You're not an employee though.
I
You should,
had to go and get,
you had to go do a workplace physical?
yeah. I did, I did go to Pro Healthcare.
Pro healthcare.
Yeah. You didn't have to?
No, you shouldn't have to.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
they had me go.
You got flagged.
I passed.
But state statute says that all employees who work for a school district have to go through an
Can you
employee-based
do
physical.
stairs, can you do, like, I had to go through the whole thing.
Tuberculosis.
Yep,
Things like that. Yep.
Really, in 2024?
$125 worth every time they walk in, every new employee, correct?
When I read this, I was just like, I thought this was like,
I thought nothing of it,
Archaic.
cause I had to do it.
and then like the second paragraph where it says like, we can mandate or we can ask the employee to take one, another one?
Yep.
I was just like, really?
So this also covers for initial employment, but then it also covers if there's ever something that would happen in the workplace. It's like, hey, we really not sure if you are fit for duty. We can get an independent health exam to be able to do that too as well, so.
Yeah, it's just interesting, I
Yep.
mean, just private sector versus public
Mhm.
sector. And I guess maybe this is in like an employee handbook for like, in the private sector, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, and even to the point that your primary care physician, like say you just had a physical with them and went through your primary, they are not allowed to do that. But there is some steps that are being taken to try to streamline that a little bit. In this case, I think so.
all right,
Yeah,
I read it and I was just
interesting
like,
nugget.
yeah.
And then we have drug testing, again, just mandates that they have to comply.
I didn't have any.
Five 23.3,
Nothing.
Employee assistance. Staff gifts and gratuities.
I didn't have anything.
$5.25,
It was a tough one.
nothing.
You want to add a second sentence?
One sentence. We have a policy for one sentence.
One sentence, yep.
So, and we don't, it's okay just having a random 523.1?
Right, yeah, because
Okay.
523, they must not have had a general policy, because whenever you see a point 1, point 2, point 3,
Right.
they kind of go together with a
Yeah.
theme.
All right, it threw me
Yeah.
for a loop.
Yep. So what we have left is we have another group of about 20 left in the 500s.
Don't look at
So-
me, look at her.
All right,
I'm
so we
done.
have, for whoever's gonna be sitting in here, we have another group of about 20. We will be getting those to you guys, whoever it might be. My goal is to have a packet for whoever is on the policy committee to say thank you very much on the 29th, and then we'll set that policy committee up too as well for the first reading, so.
Sounds good.
That's what we have, and then also moving forward is we are still waiting for WASB's student harassment and bullying policy to get finalized.
Okay.
So that'll be something that, again, we're hopeful to have something new, policy, first read, second read, prior to September 1st next year.
Okay.
So, and then next year's group would be the 700s, 800s, and then any little 900s.
Then we're done?
And we're done. These are lighter.
Home stretch.
Home stretch, and again, 900, I think they've even dissolved the 900 series and just put it in the 780s.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
but that's 3 years. And our policy is 3 to 5 years, so you could probably take a year off and then start this whole thing up again.
that's what we're gonna do, so.
Hey, next time it should be a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
You're not cleaning up 20 years worth of,
Yeah, or 25 years in
Updating.
some of those.
yeah,
Sure.
this is true now, yeah.
Andrew, thank you for
Yes,
going through, I mean, I think you were, you reviewed a ton of policies, so.
big asset to
Thank
our
you
committee.
very, very much, we really appreciate that, so,
So much fun.
so much fun.
I was reading this Sunday
You
morning.
know, anyone's welcome to join.
I
They
was
always
reading it
are.
Sunday morning and thinking to myself, this is so great. This is the last time I have to sit down on a Sunday morning and read these things.
Those things, so, all right, that concludes our committee meeting.